Hello guys, welcome back to the world of English exams, and today's video is going to be very helpful to score high in both the IELTS writing test and the IELTS speaking test. So you can clearly see that we are going to discuss the very useful synonyms for the commonly repeated words in the IELTS test. So this is the third set of words that I am giving you. If you have missed the previous videos, not to worry, I am going to give the link in the description box. So do check those videos out, and this is the third video for vocabulary. So as you can understand, IELTS is an English proficiency test, and as such vocabulary plays a very important role. In fact, vocabulary comprises of 25% of the score. This is called lexical resource, and this is one of the 4 factors which is called band descriptors. So these band descriptors are very important to score well in the writing and speaking tests. So we also understood about those band descriptors in detail. So do check out our YouTube channel World of English Exams if you wish to know that. Now let's quickly start today's video, and today we are going to look at words which are commonly used in task 2, mainly for task 2, but some of the words can be encountered in task 1 as well. So let's start today's video with the first set of words. Okay, so the first word I have here is crime. Crime is a very important topic for our IELTS speaking test as well as for a writing test. So one of the common topics is crime, and how else can we represent crime? So what are the synonyms? Crime can be felony, it can be misdemeanor, infraction of the law. So infraction of the law is a very common word, but it's not used for IELTS. Then offense, misdeed, unlawful act, transgression. All these are the less common lexical items. So if you look at the public version of the band descriptors for lexical resource, it can clearly be understood that if a candidate uses less common or uncommon lexical items, then the score for lexical resource will be very high. So we don't commonly use such words for crime, do we? So that's why they are very important for the IELTS test. Then the next one, help. So we commonly repeat this word multiple times. So the synonyms for help can be aid, assist, guide, succor, support, etc. So now let's proceed to the third word, continuous. Yes, yet another very common word. So now we can write continuous as progressive, interminable, that is it cannot be terminated, or it is not terminated. That's what it means by interminable. Then endless, lasting, you can also write everlasting or long lasting. Then uninterrupted, so that's what is the meaning of continuous. So interruption is nothing but a break, a pause. Then ceaseless, so cease also means stop. So when something is not stopping, it is called ceaseless. Then unending, sustained, or never ending. So these are some uncommon words or rarely used synonyms for continuous. I hope you are all making a note of these words, and guys, it is very important to use the words in the right sense. Otherwise synonyms can sometimes be very misleading. They may change the meaning of the sentence. So make sure that you are understanding the context and then using them appropriately. But we are helping you with the synonyms which you can use in a wide range of topics. Okay, so next let's proceed to the fourth word, that is steady. So steady can also be represented as plateau. This is mainly for the academic report writing. So you see that sometimes the graph is steady, a steady pattern is followed, mainly for line graphs. So there you can use this word, plateau. Then constant, unchanged, unaltered, invariable. So vary is differ or change. So invariable is it does not change or it is steady. Then undeviating, regular, even, unfaltering, So have you noticed that these kind of synonyms will definitely help you? If yes, so please do make a note of it, and I'm waiting to see you writing wonderful sentence using these synonyms, guys. Then the next word is imprisonment. It is commonly associated with crime. So let's see the synonyms for imprisonment. So imprisonment can also be written as incarceration, very important word. Then custodial sentence, detention, internment. Okay, so if you have understood the meaning of these words, if you have noted them, well and good, let's proceed to the next slide. If not, please pause the video here and take a few moments of time to read it, understand them, and if you wish to, you can make a note of them. You can take a paper and you can grab a paper and a pen or a paper and then start writing these words, and this will help you a great deal in the main exam. Okay, so now let's proceed to the next set of words. Okay, so sixth one is an easy one, catch. Can be written as grab or hold. Of course, you can also change the tense of it. You can use it in the past form, and you can also write it in the form of a gerund, which is the continuous form, grabbing, holding, catching and all that. Okay, so you can also write the past form as caught, grabbed, held and all that. Then let's quickly move on to the next word, common. So it is, think of it as a common word in the IELTS test. So if you want to replace this word, what can you use? So you can use the words usual, regular, routine or routine, anything is fine, ordinary, recurring, typical, standard, habitual, customary, stereotype, conventional. You can also write traditional for that matter. So all these are synonyms for common. Then the next one is believe. Another common thing, and if you notice the essay questions carefully, so most of the essay questions will contain the phrase some people believe that. So this is a commonly repeated phrase. So instead of believe, you may use the words claim, feel, think, assume, presume, suppose. You can also use opine. That means you're telling your opinion, or you can also write espouse. Okay, now let's quickly move on to the next word, immediately. So when something has to be done immediately, so you can write these words instead of that word immediately: speedily, instantly, spontaneously, forthwith. This word is not regularly used, so make sure you're highlighting this. Then post haste or now. Okay, so now let's quickly move on to the 10th word in this set of vocabulary, outweigh. So we have a question type which is, do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? So which means that you have to take a stand. Your position should be whether you're agreeing that advantages are more than disadvantages, or maybe you're opposing and you're telling that disadvantages are more than advantages. So instead of using the word outweigh and copying the word exactly from the question, you may paraphrase it, or you may synonymize it like outbalance, overbalance, exceed, supersede. You can also write preponderate. So these are the words. Again, so if you wish to make a note of this, please pause it and continue watching the next set of words. Fine. So if you have noted the words, let's quickly move on to the next set of words. Okay, so the 11th word is excess. So instead of writing excess, you may write surplus, overabundance. Guys, please remember that this is one word. You cannot separate over and abundance. It has to be written together. Overabundance, oversufficiency, plethora, glut, superabundance. So all these are used for the word excess. Okay, so excess, actually means it is over, but you can also write the following synonyms. Then let's move on to the 12th word, that is lack. The exact opposite antonym of excess is lack. So lack can be represented as scarcity, undersupply, shortage, paucity. So very, very important and useful words. I hope you are realizing the importance of lexical resource now. Then let's move on to the 13th word, which is fight. So fight can be represented as dispute, argument, debate, quarrel, confront. You can also write confrontation. Okay, then oppose, resist, defy, controvert. Okay, so then let's quickly move on to the 14th word, that is hobby. So generally we see questions related to utilization of leisure time in a productive way or unproductive way. So there you can use these words: pastime, leisure activity, avocation, very important word, avocation, recreation, relaxation. So these words are for hobbies. Then the last word in this vocabulary set is satisfaction. The feeling which I have after recording this session is satisfaction, because I'm teaching something very productive and useful for the students. So the last word is satisfaction, which can also be written as contentment or gratification or fulfillment and so on. So I hope that all of you might have found this video useful, and if you really like this video and found it useful, do give it a big thumbs up and let us know how you like it. Share it with all your friends. Do leave a comment in the comment box below, and we'll be happy to receive your feedback on our videos. And last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel World of English Exams, and soon we are going to come up with more and more useful videos for the IELTS preparation. And so till I see you with the next informative video, happy preparation guys. All the best for your preparation.